fellow bass boys and bass girls. In this video, we are in Palatka, Florida at the St. Johns River for the Bassmaster Elite. It's the first Elite in the 2022 season. We have weigh-ins from Matty Wong, which is his first Bassmaster Elite weigh-in. We have weigh-ins from Cruz, from Downey, Jason Christie. We also have tutorials from Hank Cherry and some pictures thrown in there as well. Y'all have a great evening. We'll see y'all next time. If you have anything to say, you want to stop by and say hello, just stop by and drop us a comment. Hit the like button and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you next time.
The Bassmaster Elite Series for 2022 right here in this beautiful community. Putnam County always shows out, and we are thankful for you guys being here today. We are going to have an incredible weigh-in, as we always do. Who's been to a Bassmaster weigh-in here before? Show of hands. Who has never been to a Bassmaster weigh-in? It's your very first one. Well, welcome. We're glad that you came here. Everybody welcome people coming to a Bassmaster weigh-in for the very first time. This is a 4-day event. We cut it down, half the field fish on the weekend, and then the top 10 fish on Championship Sunday. But we got to find out who's in our top 10 before we go any further. And I need you guys to make lots and lots of noise for our anglers as we bring them up here today. Can you guys do that? Yeah. This, of course, is the Avco Bassmaster Elite at the St. Johns River. We have our fine friends from Avco. Got a booth right over there. Make sure to swing by there some point today and say thanks for bringing the Bassmaster Elite Series back to Palatka, Florida. All these great companies allow us to do this, and we're excited. It has been 207 days since the last day of Elite Series competition, so we're excited to get this going. Are you excited? Yeah. All right, it gives me great honor to bring out here and introduce to you the Elite Series Tournament Director. Get loud for Lisa Talmadge, LT. Lisa, I will let you set up these scales. And hey, we got something to celebrate here. And Lisa, you might as well take credit because you are the tournament director here now. And for the first time in 3 stops to Palatka, we actually went off on time this morning. There was no fog delay. So give Lisa a round of applause for that. You had all to do with it?
Oh yeah, I had everything to do with it.
All right, well, let's hope you do it again tomorrow, okay? We will see at tomorrow's takeoff. We got a bunch of anglers ready to come out here. Are you guys ready for them? No. I said, are you ready? Let's get ready to weigh on. 4 fish here today for Jason Christie. 10 pounds of 14 ounces. He moves into 11th place. And what is with all the pictures that people were posting about pre-fish and how cold it was? It does not seem like it was that cold literally this morning.
It was really cold in practice. Different was it was blowing and cloudy and they were biting. You know, whenever this ball of fire comes out, they start thinking about love and I just lose them. I don't know where they go. So I'm done practicing in Florida. I'm just going to show up, go fishing because it seems like it changes every single day.
A ball of fire can get you in trouble. Let's bring out our reigning Rookie of the Year from Alabama, Josh Strachner. Took the Rookie of the Year title last year. 5 fish here today, 6 pounds, 8 ounces. But a tough start on day number 1, but as you know, it's a long season.
This is probably one of the most underutilized, most versatile baits in your box, and it's gone pretty much from a lot of guys' arsenal. You don't hear a lot about a spinnerbait anymore. Why? Because of the evolution of the bladed jig, right? But the 2 totally different presentations. Like, they just didn't stop biting a spinnerbait when something else was made. It's like the old man's jelly worm. They didn't stop biting it, just new brands came out. We quit using it, right? I mean, that's the truth, right? With the spinnerbait, Early in the morning, especially when it's cold, if I was doing it, I'll still wake it down the rocks because you never know when you're going to get that one. The big thing about spinnerbait fishing, especially in my part of the country, when I'm getting to the spring, is we have different kinds of shad that spawn at different times. The first ones that come up are gizzard shad. They're about as big as your hand. Nothing better than big blades to imitate that, right? Big fish eat big bait, especially in springtime. They do it in the wintertime, they'll do it in the summertime. A fish is going to eat what he can eat. You hear all kinds of cliche sayings about bass and what they do and how they do it, but here's the deal. They ain't that bright. They were smarter than me this week, but they're not that bright. They eat, they make little bass, they swim, they do it again. All year long, this is what they do. Now, the size spinnerbait you throw is up to you. I typically stay from 3/8 to 3/4. That's just what I like. And now I'm a little backwards. When I go to 3/4, I usually go to smaller blades because that's the one I want to burn, so I can keep it down under the surface so the blades don't blow out. When I go to bigger blades, it's going to be on the 3/8 or half, because that's going to be the one I'm trying to work through stuff and actually make contact. Now that sounds weird, but it's just the way, like I said, it's the way I do it. Seems to work for me. And you can argue with me, but I'm not going to change tomorrow. I can argue with you, and I don't expect you to change either. So this bait is very effective on riprap.
From North Carolina, the baby shark, Shane LeHue. I don't know if he can be the baby shark with that beard anymore. 4 fish for 7 pounds even. He moves into 6th place currently, but you did grow a spectacular beard in the off season.
Yes, I did, and I got married to a spectacular woman in the off season, so I had a good off season. Not the day I wanted today, obviously, not how you want to start the first day of the Elite Series, but we got tomorrow in the St. John's, like you saw Bob Downey, is full of big fish, so I had some opportunities today, just bad execution on my part, bad decision making, so we're going to go make something happen tomorrow, though.
We'll get it done. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Former Elites.
I changed to one bait, and I'll throw this one bait until it gets cold again. It's a jig. This is quite possibly one of the most aggravating but effective ways to fish riprap. If you've ever done it before, you know that one wrong flip too close to the riprap and it's, who all done that? I know everybody's done that. It's a pain to do it, right? So what you gotta do is you gotta learn. It took me a long time. When you pitch to riprap, when you're up tight on it, when you hit the water, you gotta kick over, right? We don't need it settling in the riprap. What you want that thing to do is kind of glide down the riprap. Like, I'm not putting this bait in those rocks because I know what's gonna happen is and then pow, tie another one on. And jigs aren't cheap these days. This is a Picasso Doc Rocket. Jigs are not like they used to. Everybody remember when a jig was like $1.99, you just got them. Even cheaper than that. Now they're all the way to $10. I mean, it's a head, it's a hook, it's a skirt, and it's a chunk. 99% of the time I throw a chunk. It's just the way I like. I like my jig to have as little movement initially as possible, but I want to make the bait move. So when I pitch that bait to the rocks, especially that chunk, and I can shake the rod tip of picking it up, it's got just enough action where it kind of looks like a bluegill or whatever, just gliding down the rocks. And when it gets to the base of those rocks, I might let it get to the bottom, and then I'll hop it. If I don't get a bite, I don't just crank it back up and make another pitch. I'll swim it back to the boat. Because lots of times what happens is you do this, you draw that fish's attention, it gets down there, and he's going down to look at it, and then all of a sudden you change direction, swimming it up. Well, he's going to chase it up because he thinks it's getting away from him. Like I said, he's not that smart, he's going to eat it. But I know if you fished a jig around riprap before, and you flipped over there and you've done that and you've cranked that sucker back in, how many people have had a big one go at the boat and swoosh? Now let's think about it. Now if we were taking our time and we swung that sucker back in, he's probably going to bite instead of just chasing it back to the boat. Probably not going to happen every time, but I guarantee you, if you give him a chance to eat it, you got a better chance of him biting than just jerking it away from him. And I know that happens to everybody. It happens to me still. I still think you should have been there, and I get aggravated, and I start getting in a hurry, and I bite, and I go to reel one back in. And then you got to think, all right, I screwed that one up.
He's your Bass Nation national champion from Hawaii. Say aloha to Matty Wong. 5 fish for Matty Wong here on day number 1. What a start to your Elite Series career. 5 fish, 19 pounds, 14 ounces. Matty Wong here on day number 1 of his Elite Series career. How good does that feel?
Pretty darn good. I'm not gonna lie, man. I had one fish at 11 o'clock, and I'm like, I gotta switch some stuff up. Made a little bit of adjustments, and man, it just started to click.
You're the Bass Nation national champion. Your life has changed in incredible boats. Like you have equipment that you couldn't have dreamed of in the past. I've been watching on social media. Tell me, like, what has changed in your life in the last however many months since you won that title?
Yeah, it was in November when my life changed. I was running a 1990 Ranger with a Yamaha 150 on it, and with one working gas tank. So I had 14 gallons and and like one little downscope on the, or what it's called, meter on the front that was not even in color. It was black and white. But you know, dreams come true, I guess. And I'm standing here, and my whole life has changed. And this has been a dream of mine ever since I was a little kid. And I had to pinch myself this morning when we were blasting off. Man, it's incredible.
It's just getting started, dude. I can't wait to have you here all year.
Some of this stuff's going to change. Doesn't change as much in profile, but it does change in color. Specifically, if the water's dirty and you pull up on the rocks, right? So, springtime comes around, it's being cold. What's the number 1 color everybody's going to pull out of their boat? Somebody answer, come on, you know, red, right? Red, springtime. It's the same phenomenon that happens about April, and all of a sudden, pink worms start to fall out of the sky and they won't eat it. And they only eat it for 1 month, and you can't catch one the rest of the year, right? There's something about that red. Is it because they've been away from the sunlight so long, and they've pulled up there, and now the bright colors are more attracted to them? I don't know. I can tell you this, in dirty water, red is a good catcher. Don't know why. Orange is a good catcher. Don't know why. But still, for me, time and time again, when the water's super dirty, the number 1 color you can throw is something that is totally white based. Why do I say that? Because just because that water got dirty, those shad didn't just go dye themselves orange and put on an orange shirt, a red shirt, or target. It's still there. They're still feeling what they're going to go catch. They're still hunting down, right? And typically, if you notice, 9 times out of 10, you're only going to see those bright colors being utilized on a square bill or a spinnerbait or a bladed jig in pretty shallow water, right? We don't ever see somebody really cranking in 20 foot of water off the edge of rocks with a red crankbait. It's not real typical. Most of the time it's a big shad colored or a sexy shad colored or Tennessee shad colored, something like that, right? So there's something that goes with rocks, red, and dirty water. I don't know what it is. It's kind of phenomenal. It's one of those things too where you go around the country and the water color dictates the color of the bait. What I mean by that is, like, if you come to Florida, just at first look, there's a lot of dark, tannic looking water, right? Take a spinnerbait and you put it in the water. Gold blades look pretty good in Florida water, but if you take silver blades and throw it in there, they look really good. Why that is, I got no idea. I'm not that smart. They just look really good. You might take that same bait to my part of the country where we have super open water, very, very clear, and gold blades look like crap, and silver blades look like crap, but painted blades look pretty good. So that's what I say. Take what you've learned, and when you travel, wherever you fish, your area, and experiment a little bit, and pay attention to what really looks good to you. Because if it looks good to you, and you like what you're throwing, you're probably going to catch fish on it. 9 times out of 10. Like I said, if I sit here go chunk this out there and you're just not a blue back, white crankbait guy, you're going to be. Right? It's just the way it is. I mean, it was that way when I was playing sports.
Give me a little love for old Bob Downey. You watch Bass Live today, he put on a show and about to put on a show on the scales. 5 fish all alive. Watch the scales, ladies and gentlemen. 27 pounds, 4 ounces. 27.4. And old Bob Downey is your brand new leader. Here's the Atco Bassmaster Elite at the St. Johns River. We'll weigh this for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Guaranteed it's going to take that. 7 pounds, 8 ounces, and man, what a start to this tournament.
Oh man, that feels good, Dave. I've really struggled here the last 2 years, so it feels amazing to come out and crack a big bag like that to start off the 2022 season and get started on the right foot. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I didn't fish much today. I only fished like 2.5 hours. I had to get back and get some stuff worked on mechanically, and hopefully we get that sorted out tonight and get back out there. But yeah, I think the weather conditions just worked out. I got fortunate. The fish kind of slid into this area with the cold night we had, and they were just grouped up there. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Did you get married in the off season?
Yeah, I did. Got married and moved back to Minnesota. I grew up in Minnesota, so moved back home and got married. My wife made the trek down here with me. She left some good vibes, and clearly it worked, so we're off to a good start.
Marriage works. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring out a former Classic champion. Take the lead. 28 pounds even. 28 pounds even. And the cruise missile is your brand new leader. Boom, shakalaka, giant bass. Bob Downey just lost the lead to the tournament. Right now, he is leading Big Bass for 7 pounds, 8 ounces. Not anymore. 8 pounds and an ounce. And you just took the overall lead and the Phoenix Boats Big Bass lead. And what a way to start the season.
You're not kidding. I don't even know what to say, to be honest with you. I thought I could catch a limit and maybe catch a couple decent ones. I didn't know I was going to have 5 good ones, and I didn't know I was going to catch an 8-pounder. I'd never saw anything like that in practice. So hopefully we can just continue to make adjustments and go fishing again tomorrow. I don't know what to say. This place makes me look really good for some reason, and I don't know. Maybe it's the John thing. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but I'm really happy with the decisions I've made in practice because it really panned out today. I don't know what else to say.
Pretty awesome, man. Congratulations. I can't wait to watch you on live tomorrow.
I just want to say thanks to my dad driving over here. We're going to hang out later. Always going to be fun, and I appreciate everybody coming out. Look forward to seeing y'all again tomorrow.
28 pounds even, ladies and gentlemen.